Oof. It's gonna be a hot one today. Alright guys, today is the day. Well, tomorrow's the day. We're going to finally start her. But we got a couple things to do. There's a little piece of paper written down. We have to gap the plugs, go get some fluids, and go get some E85. Because the tuner said we can start on E85. So, let's go ahead and just take this one off and get started, really. Alright, so in this box of goodies on top of the shelf that's been here for years, felt like years, we have wastegate piping, this little adapter. Don't think we'll be using that, but more importantly, we have our fittings and springs. So you can see a couple vacuum hoses, vacuum lines, and springs. I have to look at the diagram to see which springs will bring us to, I guess, 14 psi. 14 psi should be good to start off on, honestly. But yeah, let's go ahead and figure this out, really. So we got two ports screwed on there. Hopefully they're in the right spots. They come with extra ports just in case if you want to put them in extra areas, however you're gonna mount them. So this would be perfect for me in this area-ish. Then I believe you leave one of these ports open because the other port I have is not screwing in. So I believe you have to leave one open, if I remember what the instructions say. So now we're gonna run 14 psi, so that's a red spring, and I forget what it is. I think it's a black spring as well. Let me look back at the sheet. Alright, we have the black and red spring. From up here it looks brown. Interesting. Black and red spring. Let's go ahead, unscrew the top and install this. So now with this open, you can see it has grooves. If you had the cheap Chinese knockoffs, they wouldn't have these grooves. But go ahead, just press it in there, give it a nice little twist, make sure it's sitting in there. And yeah, that's basically how you do it. Now here comes the hard part. Trying to compress this down to put the top back on. Alright, got that all nice and settled. Let's go ahead and place the valve seat in there. Cannot forget about the valve seat. Place that on, oops. Place that on, and just clamp it up. Alright guys, next thing on the agenda is to gap our plugs. See, we got these nice NGK plugs. They're set off for STM. So my tuner, Manny, wants me to gap them to 0.022. I believe that's what it was. I believe every tuner is different in the spark plug gap, but I don't know. We'll see. But this looks really thin already. Got this little gapper from AutoZone. I'm gonna go to 0.022. The camera will focus, but it's about right around here, which is basically the thinnest of everything. So let's go through and gap these plugs. Alright, so to gap a plug, you then first need to check what the gap is. So you just feel it around until it gets inside, and you can see this one is probably 0.027 around here. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the spark plug gap tool, screw it until it's tight, then we're going to proceed to give it pressure. by turning this knob here. I should gap it a little bit. You can also do it the traditional way. You just put pressure on the little tip right there. But this tool is meant for that, so take it out and recheck your gap. Alright, we successfully gapped all 4 plugs. You can see it doesn't slide anymore or any farther. It's about 0.23 around there. I can't get any tighter. I'm just gonna touch. But yeah, let's go throw these in the car. Cool. Plugs and fuel pumped, powered and grounded. I gotta pull the relay for that, so I want to hear them priming till I tighten up everything in the bay. Next thing to do is to get vacuum lines on the turbo and boost control and the fuel pressure regulator. Those all need vacuum hoses. And we have a port that's right under here. You can't see it, but it's all ready. This port. And we're gonna run some really nice vacuum hoses. So other than that, we just gotta go to AutoZone, get the T, and get some E85 so we can start up. Alright, let's grab this and we're off. AutoZone. We in the zone, bro. This guy in the zone too.
Oh, my leg.
The assorted pack. I guess this would work, but they're pretty skimp. So it's gonna have to work. Smell that corn juice. Amazing. Oh crap. I think the nozzle's in there. Well, I have to get it out later. Got the E. Alright. Almost ready, guys. Almost ready. Definitely a weird assortment of T's, but we found one that's close enough to work. We'll just clamp it good. Definitely get me a 1/8 barb T. Like probably like brass or something off of Amazon. But we're gonna use this now for now. And you can see we're going to be using this black AN hose, 4AN. Nice and big and small enough to work. Alright, so we're going to consult this little diagram we have here for our external wastegate. You can see port 1 goes straight into the solenoid. Port 3 goes into the bottom half of the wastegate, and then that tees off into the boost pressure. So that's actually not too hard. Zip tie it for safety. Alright, so it's not fully snug tight because we have to take it off again to adjust our fuel pressure. So it's just loose enough to come off, but when we're done, we're just gonna pull it super tight. Alright, got my laptop, got the Infinity. Let's go ahead and plug this in. First we gotta update the firmware. Then I guess I'll go through the settings and the outputs, all the things that I add. Then we'll add some E85. Then wait for everybody to pull up. Alright, so we're gonna start by installing the PAK grip file. So we're gonna update the firmware. It's basically like a firmware update. It's gonna give you that little thing. Just press yes. Yep, and we already have it. We're gonna go with the 96.5, the most updated one. I'm gonna press begin. All right, so Mike made it here first.
Always.
Let's see.
Always first.
Let's see if we can get everything working. Make sure he doesn't make this Sunday trip in vain. But he did. Yeah, so sadly that was a fail. But today won't be a fail. We took our time, did a little research, even went through the start probability. Super hype, that reads 100%, which means this thing is ready to start. So what happened last time was we had a little technical difficulties with the tune, but now everything is loading on. All my sensors are calibrated, and yeah, let's go ahead and wait for everybody else to come, and let's start it up. Let's go through our checks and figure this out. All right. My man Gio pulled up, and we're gonna fill this with some E85. I never took the top off before, so that's really cool. That's a magical moment right there.
It's first E85. Well, not a fill up, but this should be enough for like a quarter tank.
Definitely.
For startup.
I don't think I ever opened this thing. This thing is dusty.
Oh, and YouTube, the 500 horsepower Evo is coming back. I had a slight setback a couple of weeks ago, but she good and she coming back better than ever.
Yep. She'll be back soon.
Teach the youngin'.
I bet I look so awkward.
Nate, you look like this thing is outweighing you.
This thing is heavy. What is this, like a 5 gallon, right?
5 gallon.
Sheesh. So, all right, Mike joined us for the second time.
Ended my Twitch stream for this.
All right, yeah. Plug Twitch right here.
H-Pattern Gaming.
All right, let's go ahead and fill it up with some oil. Got some oil.
Choking up.
He said choking her up. We're pouring too fast.
Like I stuffed this bottle in your throat and just chug it down.
I'm about to say you water boating the engine.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, we got the fastest Mustang in the north. And we got
Fastest
Justin.
Mazda nah, I'm
the
lying.
fastest Mazda.
There's a couple of them fast ass motherfuckers around here.
Alright, well, we're almost all here.
2 blocks away from me.
Let's go ahead and start the process. Alright, so we're getting ready to do this. The only thing this car doesn't have is coolant. Let's go ahead and connect this computer. And let's grab the key. Fuel pumps priming, you heard that? I'm gonna put up all the important things on the screen real quick. Yeah, make sure I got oil pressure and all that stuff. Alright, so we got all of our sensors reading normal. I fixed with that. Let's go to the dash. Our voltage is kind of low. Let's hope it starts. So I gotta get the jumper. It's reading like 11 right now. Ugh. Should start, right?
How long has it been?
You ready?
How long has it been?
Almost 2 years. You ready?
We're about to start the pouring.
Alright. Ready?
Let me hear it.
Set. Let's see.
Please.
Yeah, my batteries
Got a leak.
got a leak right there. Alright, so we got a fuel leak and we gotta get our battery charged up. It's starting to die. That was fun. Oil. And here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. That's how we do it. Yeah. All right, so we found that we have an oil leak. Let's go ahead and tighten up that. That's probably why our oil pressure is reading low.
I thought that was your job.
But other than that, let's see. Oh, we also got oil in the turbo.
That's the leak.
Oh yeah, that's the leak. Yeah.
You got so excited.
Yeah, facts. We never tightened that all the way.
Okay, at least we know that's getting oil now.
Nice. Turbo's getting oil. Everything is heat soaking and.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah, the smoke. This is the little coating that we put on, the heat coating. So you gotta let it burn off. Yeah. You switched the coil? Yeah, I switched the 2 plugs. So basically, I switched coil 1 and coil 2. I switched them, and just started right up, just right up.
You had them backwards.
Literally had them backwards. Yeah, apparently.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
Genius.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we win. We win. Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell him to start another video so we can actually get it like cranking it. Oh, I'm ready.
All right, guys. You guys can barely see anything, but we're all here,
Got you.
and it's stuck.
This Fina.
There we go. There we go. Ka-chow. Just got ka-chowed. Turn it down one more.
I don't know how to do that.
There you go.
If I was working, I edit that out.
All right. So we got this running, oil pressure, everything. We even got a couple leaks we got to situate. But yeah, battery sucks. We got to get a new one. That's like from the Lancer days. All right. All right, Gio.
Optima. Done.
Ain't it, Chief? It ain't it.
What it used to be.
He said it
At
ain't.
least that one isn't.
Yeah, man.
Dude, none of Optima ain't what it used to be.
Nah.
They've been garbage for a couple of years now.
So what do you think, Mike?
I'm happy.
Happy?
I'm just can't wait.
Let's take it to the meat. Let's go.
Just let me soak it all in. Let me soak it all in.
What do you think, Theo?
I'm gonna take this shit for a spin down the block when
Yeah.
it's ready.
Yeah. What do you think, Gio? Oh,
Real quick, I got dibs on using the throttle body.
I already used it.
You did it once,
I
but
already
I'm
used
next.
it.
I'm next.
He's next. Wow. What do you think, Gio?
I can't wait to take it to Applebee's.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a contender now.
We got a contender for the 500 horsepower Evo.
I'm
Sheesh.
gonna be the follow car.
You be the camera car.
Yeah.
That's the contender
Oh
now.
man. So all right,
This
guys.
is gonna be fast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no, Gio. You might
Look at the green. It's glowing in the light.
fast.
Look at the green. See the green? It's glowing in the light, man. All right, guys. Long video. Gonna end it off here. Long day.
time
Look.
coming,
Long
kid.
time coming. 2 years. This
Jesus
almost 2 years. Almost 2 years been building this
hardest
car.
part is done.
Everybody
hardest part's done.
Everybody that doubted
Yep.
made you a believer.
We're out here. We are
Hard
out
work
here.
pays off, boy.
Yeah. No parties. No nothing. Just straight cars.
How we do it.
Yep. All right, guys.
We'll talk about another stimulus check. That shit will come in fucking real handy right now.
Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Don't forget to head on over to unsystematic.co. Get your Unsystematic needs situated. Nice sweater, nice stickers. Fun this project. And don't forget to never stop modifying.